So this is my new PS Vita. And this device is pretty much awesome. You know, I've had handheld devices since the actual very original Game Boy. And slowly they've become more and more powerful. Obviously this was leaps and bounds ahead of the Game Boy. But what the Game Boy did when it first came out was it was something that you wanted to pick up and play. It was something that was magical in your hands. And it was a technological feat, even with its own grayscale thing. Tetris just blew my mind as a kid, and now I've got this. Now, the screen is just under HD. I don't know how well you can see it here in the video just yet, but words cannot describe how good this thing looks when it comes to gaming. This thing is, it's beautiful. You know, when you're sitting there playing it like this, you know, I've got Marvel vs. Capcom, and I swear I'm convinced that it looks better on here than it does on the Xbox, just because it's just so sharp, so crisp. And yeah, it's because the screen's condensed down, so you don't have to be as amazing, you know, but it's so close to HD that it feels like you're just right there. One of the things I really like that they do here is when you go into a game, go back. Oop. When you go into a game, so I click on Wipeout, it's got this little screen. It's almost like a pre-screen, and you can go in and you can do a search for online articles about it. It's got like a little question, like FAQ type stuff, and then some of the games have links within this little area for more things about like more download content and whatnot. But then you start the game. Wipeout is just a brilliant example of how beautiful this system is. I really don't play a whole lot of racing games, and yet I've spent a ton of time on this one just because it's so stunning. You know, I also got Mario Kart for the 3DS. I love Mario Kart for the 3DS. It's a fun game. But you know, after a while, you're like, it's cartoony. It's just you know, I've seen this before. I'm ready for something a step up. Love Mario Kart. I'll always play Mario Kart. But then there's something like this. Oh, hey, update. Well, that's funny. That's really sad and frustrating because the number one thing I don't like about PlayStation products is how often you have to update them. And like I just updated this thing. This is a brand new device. I got it the day that it came out a week ago, like the pre-release. That day you had to do an update, and now today there's another update. That's just silly, guys. Come on, seriously. Yes, I want to, yes. And now I've got to download the update. That's going to be 3 minutes, 2 minutes. Right. So, so far the games I've gotten are Wipeout, which is just phenomenal. Little Deviants. I can't recommend this game. You know, I had lots of hopes for it. What it does really well is it takes you through and kind of teaches you some of the features of the PS Vita. It's kind of like when you got the Wii for the first time, and you had to learn how to do the backhands, and that was what all those games were for. This is kind of like that. But it doesn't really connect for me as a game. The mini games are too long. They're not really mini games, and yet the gameplay is very much mini game gameplay. So, I mean, the cool thing is like, okay, so the PS Vita has a backwards touchscreen. So some games I can touch the back of this device, and it feels it and it knows it. So there's a game. There's a game mode in here that you like kind of poke your finger through the screen almost, and that's kind of cool. It didn't make great use of it. It's kind of an odd. You get used to it, I guess. Maybe if you got kids, this is probably like the best game if you've got kids and you want them to handle a super expensive, high end, fancy device. Then maybe you get this for them. Marvel vs. Capcom 3. Have it for the Xbox 360. Loved it for the Xbox 360. Love it even more for this. This thing is just a work of beauty. The characters are also crisp and amazing and beautiful. I just It was when I was sitting down playing this game that I realized how much potential there is with PS Vita. If this was a first generation game for this, I don't even think of the Vita as a portable. I think of the Vita as a console. It's that powerful now. The 3DS, that's a portable little device. It's still almost like a toy. The Vita it's a console. All right, it just gave me an error, so I wonder if I'll be able to play or not. Which is, I don't know why they gave. I don't know. Sony, fix the updating things. That sucks. You ruined my video. Luminous is another game I got. It's like Tetris at a rave, with great music. Great. I just zone out just sitting there playing it. This is actually the first game I played on the system when it came in the mail, and I ended up spending 45 minutes just on the first game, just playing, just chilling, relaxing, and then I was tired because I got in late that day. But anyways, all right. So this is Wipeout HD, or sorry, Wipeout. This is Wipeout 2048. Not HD. HD is like a bonus pack that comes later that'll be downloadable. But skip you. You can play online. What's really crazy about the Vita is, so like Wipeout, there's a PS3 version. You can play online against people that have the PS3 version with your PS Vita, and vice versa. I could be sitting on the couch and play with someone that's got a controller on the big screen, and I can be sitting here playing against them. Just crazy, crazy stuff. Same thing with Marvel vs. Capcom. If you buy the download pack of character skins and whatnot for the Vita or for the PS3, you get to play them in both places. So that is something that's really cool that they're doing. Is just that kind of integration. Now again, the graphics are great. The gameplay's great. Love that. Load time. I don't understand why I have to worry about load time. These games are basically kind of like a flash card. There's no spinning of a CD. I feel like everything should just be right there. I get it that you have to pull a bunch of stuff into the memory, but I'd rather just things be quicker. Oh, can I play this way? Can I? Right? So, I mean, this thing is just... There's no way that the video is doing this justice. But, and actually, wow, I mean, I can totally see the screen. I mean, obviously I'm doing horrible driving this way, but I can totally see the screen perfectly. Really? That is just one nice screen. But, yeah, I mean, the graphics on this thing are just ridiculous. I mean, this is comparable to a PS3, without question. So, pause this. So what's my verdict? The verdict is, if you're a hardcore gamer, you gotta get the PSV. That's coming from someone that is well known as being an hardcore Xbox fanboy. That's coming from someone that's not had great things to say about the PS3 in the past. But if you're a hardcore gamer, you owe it to yourself to be playing on this device. Yeah, it's got the touchscreen stuff, so if you want to do some of the casual gaming in the future, like the iPhone does, cool. I would love to see Infinity Blade show up on here and make it look really good. But this thing, I've picked this thing up more in the week that I've had it and played with it, serious gaming, than I think I have with any other portable device, outside of being on trips and whatnot. Sitting on the couch with my wife and getting, playing, plugging some headphones in and playing while she's watching TV or whatnot. I feel like I'm playing games. Feel like I'm playing on a console, not a handheld device. So my verdict is, if you've got the money and you're a hardcore gamer, you can't pass up the PSV.